Alright, Mr. Noel. So, this is a 2004 Lexus IS300. It is a 3.0 liter inline 6. And to start things off from the beginning, from the front, this is a compressor. And a condenser. And what this does is it rejects heat from the system. Right here is the high side, which following this tube connects to this clip right here, this sensor right there. And then if you see over here, there's the low side, which connects to the compressor, which is located right here. This travels up through here. This pipe right here comes to this, and then this comes out to the H side, which is the high side and the low side. So this runs through here, which I believe runs to the heater core, and then from here travels through the back, comes through this hose and this hose right here, which behind this is the evaporator, if I'm correct. And then this is the water pump. My oil leak from my cam seals, which I'm going to get fixed here soon. But anyways, so this is the water pump, this whole piece right here. And this is a serpentine belt. This serpentine belt drives the water pump as well as the compressor. Now what the water pump does is it pumps coolant throughout the whole system. This pressure cap seals and pressurizes the cooling system, and this overflow tank, when properly maintained, prevents air from entering the cooling system, and then make sure that there's the right amount of coolant throughout the whole system. So let's say that the radiator, because of the pressure, has too much cooling in it. This pressure cap opens up, which then transfers the coolant through this hose into this tank, the recovery tank. And also to mention, another part is the lower radiator hose, which is right here. This comes up through here, which connects to the water pump, and in this little area right here is the thermostat. Now what the thermostat does is it controls the flow from the engine to the radiator. What else am I missing? Oh, so how the AC system works. So starting from the bottom of the condenser is high pressure liquid. Because the high and low only runs through this side and doesn't fully wrap around, is because, I don't know if you can see it, but this first hose right here where my shadow is crosses all the way to this end where my shadow is, and then loops around and then comes back to this second hose where that clamp is, And then, so this comes out through here, no, is this, I believe that's for the power steering. Anyways, it makes a loop and then comes back through here, through the low side. So at the bottom of the condenser is high liquid, and then as it's moving through the condenser, turns into a hot gas, a high pressure gas. And then from that point goes to the compressor, which is located right here. And at this point, it turns into a low gas. From here, it goes to the evaporator, which at that point is still a low pressure gas, and then through that evaporator turns into a low pressure liquid. From that point, it goes to a metering device, which then turns that low pressure liquid into a high pressure liquid, and then the process repeats itself.